Hello my beautiful fur family, Kylie the Groomer here, and welcome back to my channel. We have Roger. I'm going to pop you on my head and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Roger. He's a sweet little guy. Okie dokie, so Roger here, I've groomed him once before. He came to me really super duper matted. Hey, calm down. I don't think I recorded that last groom because it was kind of like an after hours on the day kind of thing. I got a phone call, somebody asking me if I could help, and I helped. So Roger is, for his current family, he is a rescue dog. They have taken him on from unknown circumstances. He is a nervous little Nelly. The last time I groomed him, he was snappy, but I really honestly thought it was because of how severe his matting was. Why can I work these out? So it was just a bit of a sad story really, because his dad was recently, or in the last little while, diagnosed with some type of cancer, and where we live there's no facilities for treatment, so you have to travel about 3 hours away to have all of those treatments done. So he and his wife, an older couple, were staying in Adelaide, and they've got two doggies. They've got another, I believe, toy poodle or similar, maybe a cross, and then this guy. And the doggies were going from house to house with different people looking after them. And unfortunately, some of the houses that they stayed at, they just weren't getting enough brushing. I think the other doggy was getting like better brushing because maybe he's a bit better behaved for brushing. Anyway, I have some pictures, so if my lovely husband can put my pictures in so you can see how he was last time. Super duper sad. Really broke my heart, honestly. I don't think I could even bring myself to record that. I just was like, let's just get this dog underway, fixer him up so that he's not uncomfortable anymore. So I think he was a fairly new rescue to the family when all of this started happening. The other dog I know is beautifully groomed regularly. He's got a regular groomer, and perhaps maybe that groomer was like full and couldn't take on Roger, because here he is having another groom with me. Aren't you, darling? But yeah, it's been a bumpy ride for this little guy. He does, Mum gave me a call this morning because Mum didn't drop him off, and said, she suggested I use a muzzle because he's been a little bit snappy or unpredictable, which is just pretty common, to be honest, especially with grooming. Some doggies just don't like some stuff, especially if it feels uncomfortable. You're all right, mate. But I do appreciate the heads up, because a lot of people will just say, no, they're fine, no worries. And then you start grooming the dog and it's like bite, bite, bite. So anytime the groomer has a bit of a heads up, do you know what? And some groomers will turn you away. They'll say, no, sorry, we don't groom dogs like that. They're not the groomer you want. You don't want to be dishonest, because they're not the groomer you want. They're not prepared to cope with a dog who has those sort of behavioural traits. And the groomer will get hurt, or the dog will get hurt. So always be upfront and honest. If you think your dog has the potential to be a little bit snappy or a lot of bit snappy, just let your groomer know. Like, I've given him a little mini assessment when we started. I sort of moved his body around and got a feel for how he's feeling. And he's right on edge. He's super nervous. I could pick that up straight away. And although he made no attempts to be snappy with me, I feel like one wrong move and he will just snap, which is totally understandable for a dog that is nervous and unsure on what's happening, or just doesn't want to be doing this right now. That's fine. I'm not going to judge him for that. So it was probably about 3 months ago the last time I groomed him. He's back with his mum and dad are back home now. Although I know they are super swamped with different appointments. Hang on, mate. I know they're super swamped with appointments because we had a hard time getting this groom booked in with the timing of it all. So obviously things are still happening there. I'm, touch wood, very fortunate to not have any serious illnesses amongst my family personally, so I have not got much experience in that realm of understanding what goes into all of that. But I imagine it's not an easy time for anybody. So they gave me a call yesterday, and so I'm booked out for approximately 12 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks. And now I'm only taking after hours appointments, and only because I want a little bit more money to spend at Christmas so I can take a couple of days off with the kids. So I'm taking a couple of after hours appointments just to earn enough to cover me for an extra couple of days. But it was not going to work to do an after hours appointment because they're a bit exhausted by the end of the day, so they don't want to travel. They live about 20 minutes away from me, maybe 25. They don't want to travel all that distance at, 8 o'clock at night to pick up the dog. So that wasn't going to work. And then I got a cancellation right after I got off the phone from her. Somebody called and said they were not going to be able to make their appointment this morning, which is awesome because I love it when I have the opportunity to fill the spot. If they didn't tell me and just didn't show up, this dog wouldn't get groomed and no other dog would get groomed. I'd lose money. And I would have turned away a very good client that, I had the opportunity to help. So when I got the call, I was like, awesome, I'll ring these guys back. And I did, and we were able to fit them in. Wummy Rogie Boo, yes. So I know I've gotten myself a little bit sidetracked. I do that. I start talking about one thing and then 10 other stories take place. I did groom him roughly 3 months ago. Like exactly the same as what I'm doing now, except I think it was a 10 blade. I think I went even shorter. Calm down. Calm down. I think I went even shorter because his matting was quite severe. Understandably, like I'm not going to judge a family who's going through cancer treatments and away from home and the dog's going from house to house and whatever. I'm not going to judge that. Poop happens. No swearing on this channel. Poopy poops happen. Life happens. We all get into times where things just don't go the way we thought they would, and we just make the best of whatever we can. That is just life. Okay, Roger. So we got him all sorted out. I'm happy to see him again. He does have a big, thick, woolly coat. It has grown back quite a lot. You're all right, Rogie Roo. But he's not terribly matted, so this is a good time for a cut for this dog. They know that he's anxious about grooming. So a good shortcut makes it nice and manageable at home. Especially for a doggy that doesn't like to be brushed. It's okay, Roger. And also our warm weather has just started to kick in too, so brilliant timing. No, it's okay. It's okay. I know. Good boy. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. There you go. So I'm trying to have my lines of communication as open as possible with Roger here. Yeah. I'm just gonna go slow. I think it's quick movement, Mum said, that seems to trigger him for snapping if you go too fast, which is just a bit of a reaction snap. So I'm going slow. And when I'm maneuvering him around into positions that I want him in, I'm gonna just be gentle and patient. So signal what I want and give him an opportunity to move that way. No suddenly letting go or dropping him. It's okay. And listening to him when he's a little bit nervous. Front end and legs are always, it's okay. Always a touchy spot. There you go. Good job, Roger. Good job. So just going to get this big thick woolly coat off. Nice and quick. I'm using my wide blade 7FW. YouTube, you convinced me to get it. All of my lovely followers that were begging me, hounding me, get the wide blades. I really want the 5FW now. Actually, I just want them all. So much hair in there, what's going on? I just want them all, but next on my list is the 5s. So I've got 10s and 7s, 2 of each. 5s are gonna be next. And also, I would like a 30 and a set of the comb attachments because I've been grooming, come here buddy, so many groodles and giant groodles lately. They're so bloody big. I've had all these puppies come through. So many puppies, and they're massive and they take so long. They're all getting brushed beautifully because I've been really big on trying to educate people in my region. I'm gonna sit down for a minute and see if we can do this a different way. I've been really big on educating people in my region, and because I live in a small country town, word spreads, you know? So when one person gets their groodle groomed by somebody that they appreciated the work of, they tell the next person they know or see that has a groodle, and it just, word of mouth goes on and on and on. So I've made a really big effort to offer free brush training where I bring them in, I use all of my equipment, my brushes, detangling sprays, combs, whatever. I go through everything, and I sell those same products in my store. So it gives them the opportunity to test things out and see what works with their dog, and how best to use those particular tools. And then I go through like a good routine for how to make sure that all of your dog is brushed out. And I don't do it in a way that I'm trying to sell products, because like if you've already got stuff, bring it. I'll help you learn how to use what you've got. I don't mind. And that has gone so super well. It's all right. So all of my groodle puppies are coming through beautifully brushed out, but that means I have to do long fluffy teddy clips on them all, which is hard work, you guys. They're not shave downs, and they've got long legs and big bodies. It's all right. It's all right. It is nice though to not just shave everything, even though in a couple of, like in a month or so, everyone will just have their dog shaved anyway because they're so bloody hot. Hang on, mate. Hang on. Good boy. Hey, stand up. Stay there. It's all right. Where you going, Roger? You can sit down. Take it easy. Stand up, mate. Come on. It's all right. Yeah, it gets really hot here, although it's normally a very nasty dry heat because we are typically in drought in this region, but as some of you may know, we're actually flooding at the moment. We have had a lot of rain, a lot more than normal, but mostly our river is flooding from all the rain coming from other places. So we're not necessarily like urgently flooding from a huge amount of rain downpour. We're having mini floods because flash flooding from the rain that we have had, which is not good for some of our block like growers and stuff like that. But generally we haven't had too much damage from that. But we're expecting like record high rivers this year. You're okay, buddy. Good boy. I'm gonna groom your tail, okay? So our river connects to another river in another state, which connects to a whole bunch of river and creek systems and so on. And the whole country's just had an absolute crap ton of rain this year. So those river systems are overwhelmed, which is kind of to be expected because it's pretty well on a 10-year cycle, roughly. Sometimes it's higher and not so high in different years, but this year seems to be one that's really high. Hang on, Roger. I know, nobody likes having their tail shaved, honey. Even the professional groomy doggies don't love it. Back you up a little bit, all right? Sit down. I know, mate. I know. Good boy. So his tail's pretty badly matted. You can see that I saved it last time. But I did not get to speak to his actual owners last time. I got sort of just the story from whoever had him at the time, and so I know that their other dog is kept with some length. It's not a straight shave down, so I think we were trying to just kind of salvage what we can, because his ears were a little bit long too. I didn't shave those all the way off. But after talking to his mum, we've decided that this nice short haircut works best for Roger Roo, because he's just not a fan of being groomed, are you, darling? And that's okay. You don't have to be. No, you don't. Can we do here, though? Can I hold this leg? Let's calm down. I'm going to do this bit here, okay? With my clipper. You go gentle. Good boy. So I do get a little bit sad when I have doggies like this, where their stories are, you know, a little bit sad. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's calm down. We'll do this together. All right? He's obviously come from not the brightest of places to start with. It's okay. Come on. You know, he's had a bit of a rough trot. And then he gets a loving, I know he has a beautiful loving home. And he gets that, and he gets this beautiful life, and then things go a bit rough, a bit of a rough trot in that, through to no fault of anybody's. That just happened. And now he's just trying to be a good boy. Aren't you, buddy? You're just trying to get by being a good boy. Hey? Rescue scenario is always going to come with some kind of tricky behaviours. But like I said to his mum, if we just see him regularly every 12 weeks, which is the cycle that she is happy with, that this lasts about 3 months, we can get him, you know, trusting, because he's giving me his trust. He's totally here for it. Aren't you, bud? He's trying not to be snappy with me, and I think that snappiness comes from distrust, to say, stop, I don't trust what you're going to do to me. Hey, good boy. He's trying. I'm going to do this part, okay? Just nice and easy. Good boy. No, calm down. Calm. Good boy. Can we do this foot now? Good boy. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Makes you nervous, buddy. It's okay. It's okay, Roger. I know. A little bit more. Roger, Roger. Hush, darling. It's all right. You got Matt in there. I'm sorry. All right. Good job. Is that a bit tight there? Don't get cranky with me. I'm just going to feel it, okay? I know. It's okay. It's okay. We go nice and easy, all right? Good boy. Are you going to let me do the other side now? So this will be the worst of this groom, just getting off the bulk of hair. I'm going to go here, okay? I think from memory he was pretty good for his bath and blow dry, and then we just go in and tidy everything up. I'll probably put him in the hammock to do his feet and legs, but we want to get the bulk of that matting and any discomfort off him before we bath him. He's not dirty either, like he's definitely getting a wash at home, so that makes it pretty clear to me that he's just not tolerating a brush. Okay. And he's probably had several people try, and it's probably been a not so good experience for everybody. It's okay. Let's do this bit here. Roger. Come on. Roger. Shh. What a good boy. He's a good boy. I'll hold this and give you pats. He's a good boy. Yes, I know you're trying. You're doing a good job, Roger. You're doing a very good job. There you go. We have to do this part here, okay? Just try. Just try. I'm gonna be gentle, I promise. Shh, 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 shh. I know. I know. Roger. Shh. Good boy. Good boy. He's doing a good job. Like, he is anxious as heck. He's doing a good job. I'm gonna lift this leg up, okay? It's okay. Good boy. Come here, please. Come on. Stand up. Good job. Okay, well, that was a good job. It went better than I expected. Mum has specifically asked for me to trim his nails, so that's going to be a whole challenge. Yes, it is. Come on. It's okay. Oh, Roger. Up you get. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. I'm just going to do your belly here, okay? It's all right, mate. Oh, up you up. Good boy. Let me get all this hair out of here. We just got a lot going on. Sorry guys, you probably can't see much. And you probably noticed I went quiet because I was concentrating on not upsetting this little pumpkin inkle. Oh, you're okay, mate. Probably going a bit fast for him at this point. I did speed up my movements. If we're on a bit of a roll, I like to just keep going as much as I can. It's alright, it's okay. I'm gonna be gentle, alright, mate? Take it easy. You guys, because we don't have rain and we're in drought, we really don't see a lot of fleas. But because we've had so much wet, there are so many cases of fleas coming through, and I feel for everybody because they're like, what do you mean the dog has fleas? I had a couple yesterday, like where I messaged them that the dog had fleas, and I do charge a surcharge because I have to flea bomb the salon, and then I have to come in a couple hours later. So this is at night when I finish up for the day. I clean everything up, I put all the towels out on the floor, like the linen and stuff, and then I set off the flea bombs, and then I have to come back and wash all the towels and wipe down like surfaces like this that the dogs actually stand on, and the bath where I don't want those chemicals there for the dogs. And then I have to, like, once the towels are all dry, I have to fold them all. Oh, it takes so long. It's like 4 hours of mayhem for me every time I have fleas. Anyways, I charge $20. It covers the cost of the flea bombs. But I also flea bath the doggy and kill all the fleas. And then I do all of that stuff. But I think the, like, husband picked the doggy up. And I was trying to just give my advice on what I do if my pets have fleas. He just wasn't having it. I think he just did not believe that the dog had fleas, which is fine. But I was a bit frustrated because I was like, yeah, the dog's got fleas. where were the fleas? I'm like, everywhere. He's like, but he sleeps in our bed and we've never seen them. I'm like, ugh. They are sneaky, and if you don't regularly see fleas, you won't notice them for ages. Like the first time we had dogs, we had 2 dogs that got fleas and we had no idea. And this is like many, many years ago. We had no idea. Our house was full of fleas. We were getting bitten on our ankles and had flea bites like all over our ankles before we were like, are these fleas? We were trying all sorts of things, and yeah, we realised our dogs had fleas. Like, it all happened pretty quickly. We weren't just going for a year with fleas in our house. Within a week, we were like, oh my God, this is not good. But we were very quick to like take care of that situation. We didn't leave it ongoing. But it can happen. I'm just saying, if you don't know what you're looking for, you think all sorts of other things before you think, oh, the dog's got fleas, which is silly, but that's a pretty normal thought path. Anyway, I was trying to give a little bit of advice, but it was not welcomed, so. Oh well. So I don't know if they were upset or the gentleman was upset for the additional charge. I don't know. I do recommend to my clients to check if their dog has fleas and to include a flea treatment, like the oral tablets that you give them for monthly worming. You can get them with a flea treatment in them. I do not recommend like the drops on the back of the neck or flea collars. I think they're an absolute waste of money and time, because there is no way that you're going to protect the whole body inside and out by putting a couple of drops here, and then what happens if your dog goes and has a wash or whatever? Where's the treatment gone? How is it protecting the dog? I get that it absorbs like through the skin and stuff, but even if your dog does like a full head body shake after you put the drops on, which they do because the back of the neck is a spot that's triggered, as soon as there's moisture on there, most dogs will shake it all off. Then how do you know what's in there? So the tablets, you know they swallowed the tablet and you know it's going to work. And it offers most of them a full month of protection, some of them even more. But if you get the ones that include like your dog's regular monthly worming and whatever treatments they need, and it's got the flea stuff in there, Bob's your uncle. You don't have to worry about it. And it works. So that's what I do for my dogs. And that's what I advise people to do. And if you think your dog's got fleas, always try to get rid of them before you go to the groomers, because I don't know any groomers that don't charge for fleas. It takes us an extra 10 to 15 minutes to do a full flea bath and soak them and let all the fleas die. But then we have to clean our whole salons out to make sure we don't give any other dogs fleas. So in the time that the dog is in the bath soaking in the flea treatment, and you know the fleas are all dying over there, I'm sweeping up all of the hair, spraying diluted flea spray on every surface I can, and getting rid of any linens that were at risk, so that my next dogs that come in for the day aren't at risk either. And I also add flea treatment to their baths just in case. So, I mean, it can be done, not cross-contaminating, but you do really have to take a lot of extra precautions for the day. If I took my dog to the groomers and they came home with fleas, I'd be pissed. So I definitely don't take those risks with my clients. Why are we talking about fleas? I'm tired. Can you guys tell that I'm a bit tired today? My husband has had me doing all kinds of nonsense this weekend. It's Tuesday now. I also had, like I said, taken on extra dogs. So I worked, I think it was like 11 or 12 hours yesterday. And then I had to record more stuff with my husband. And if you haven't watched the live from this week yet, go back and watch that so you can know how ridiculous my weekend was and why I'm so tired. I just want a nap. But also I ended up with a massive migraine. If you guys are sort of long-time followers, you know that I get really severe migraines. My migraine symptoms are like a stroke. I get numbness and tingling. I lose sight in my left, all down my left side. My face gets all droopy and my speech gets all funny. Thank you, Roger Roo. And I vomit, and then a massive painful headache kicks in. So after spending my weekend with too much sun, too much running around, a really randomly high humidity that we don't normally have here. It's all right, Roger. Humidity is bad for migraine sufferers, would you believe? So when I was in Queensland, which is tropical, I used to have so many more migraines than I do here in South Australia, which is dry, deserty heat. Mister, we need to get these out of here. Could you let me just get it out without being too sore? Let that cool down for a minute. Hey? All right. Okie dokie, sorry, I got a phone call. Oh, sorry, mate. Which was well timed because I got to let that blade cool down a little bit anyway. So I've run his bath and booked a new doggy. See if we can get this out this time. There we go. So that's funny. I just got a call for a doggy to book in who, you know how I was saying about the word of mouth and small town and whatever. So I groom, so this guy is a support worker and I groom his dog and his wife's dog. They've got two doggies, so they're dogs. Way to overcomplicate things. Anyway, and so he's a support worker and he calls me to book in his client's dogs. And so then I have even more dogs. That's word of mouth for you. And that's how it is in a small town. Everybody knows everybody one way or another. And we have a very, an older community of people who just have always been here and always will be here. Hi, Roger Roo. Oh, I got something in my eye. We're gonna groom this face down without any worries. Hey? Let's do it. Good boy. I know. Sort of had the wrong blade for a second there. That's nice and short. Hey, that's nice and short. Oh, Roger. Okay, come on. I know you don't like to be held, but you gotta let me do it, okay? Stand myself up. Being a bit lazy, aren't I? So all these little hairs are matted around his mouth and they pull and they are very uncomfortable. That pulling right around the nose and mouth and lips is not nice. Is it, Roger? It's not. Stop that. Let me get this bit. There we go. Hey, here we go. He's been such a good boy. Don't you guys reckon? Proud of you, Roger. That was not an easy groom for you, buddy. And even though it's only been 12 weeks from, I think I definitely was a number 10 last time. He was like skin. There was nothing left of him, the poor love. You know, they still get a little bit matted in that time, but I always tell people not to worry too much, especially with dogs that are no good for brushing. And maybe you'll disagree with me, but I would rather see a dog every 12 weeks with a little bit of matting than somebody who doesn't come back to the groomer because they're embarrassed or whatever. So a little bit of matting is okay. We're okay with that. And nothing here that he's had today looks to be overly painful or cause him discomfort. Oh, or anything like that. Itchy nose. Okay. So in the bath we've got my Petway Wicked White whitening shampoo and just a little bit of pink everyday shampoo, also the Petway. Let that run through. So after I flea bombed last night, I did use my pet safe disinfectant and come through and scrub out all of the bath and soak through my pumps and filters and everything so that it was all washed away. I mean, I do that regularly anyway, but after putting the flea, what do you call it? It's like pest control spray. You just kind of set the can off and it empties itself out and fills the room up. I don't like the idea of having too many chemicals around that aren't pet safe, and those sorts of things, I don't view them as being pet safe. I don't think I've ever seen one that's listed as being pet safe, so I definitely want to make sure I get that all out of my bath system. And I run through obviously my flea and tick wash and then my disinfectants. Give everything a good scrub over. And then rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse. What a waste of water, hey? Yeah. It's alright. Good boy. I know. It's not the nicest part. Come on. We've got to get your smushy wushy clean. Yes, we do. Good boy. Good boy. He's so cute. So I couldn't imagine shaving Jude down like this, although I know one day it's probably going to happen. My husband also recorded some silly little videos in here last night and he moved my stuff around. Yeah, I know that probably one day it's going to happen. Like, I'm going away for 8 days with Jet to Queensland. Who's going to brush my dog? It's not going to be me, and it's certainly not going to be my husband. So, you know, maybe I should give him a trim before I go, because his hair is super long at the moment. He is so fluffy. We've got like 21 days left. What's that, 3 weeks? Oh my goodness. Such a pain too. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been self-employed or maybe casually employed, but I don't get paid leave. If I don't work, I don't earn money, and I've saved money, but not enough to cover 8 days off work right before Christmas. Yeah. So I've been in a little bit of a panic, saving to cover my expenses for the business and my personal expenses for that week. And I've nearly got enough to cover just my expenses. So I've got a couple of weeks left. I'll have maybe 2 weeks left to save a little bit of money to spend while we're away. But probably not enough. But that's okay. We're going to visit family, and if we get to do anything extra, that's a bonus. I think the things that I don't really think about ahead of time, like our meals and things like that, because that's not our regular family expenses. So I still have to buy all the groceries for everyone else that's at home. And then mine and Jet's meals will be an extra expense, you know? So, whoops. And fuel and parking and all those other little things. Not the best laid plan. I don't think it'll ever. It wouldn't matter if I gave myself a year to plan the holiday. It would, it'd end up the same. So just gonna make the most of what we can do and we'll be alright. I think what makes it tricky is the time of year, because it's Dale's birthday and my mum's birthday and Jet's birthday, and then in a few weeks time it's Amber's birthday, and then it's Christmas, and that has happened all at once. Just boom, boom, boom. All at once, but to add to that, the week that I'm away is my business loan and car loan due date. Whoops. Payment dates. And my registration for my car is also due in that week. So that's badly timed. That's all the things that I'm trying to save up to cover, like, in advance. Which is fine, but I just won't be earning any money for 8 days, so... Oh, good golly. Oh well, that's life, isn't it? Young families. That's why I've taken on the extra doggies as well. That'll get me over the line. I think we'll be fine. You guys know I worry about things for no good reason. So I've just put some conditioner on him. Good boy. Oh, I've got floof on me. Get off. Get off there. Look how long your nails are. We're definitely going to put you in the hammock to do your nails though. Yeah, I think it might put you over the edge. Alright, I'm going to get the table cleaned off and pop some towels down for him and we'll be back in a sec. Okie dokie. Come on, big fella. I had to look for towels. So the last load I washed last night is in the washing machine still. Because I put it on and I went to bed. Because I'd had enough of this day. Well, that day. This day's a new day. Yes. So after I had that migraine, which was huge and awful, I did end up taking a couple of, I call them sleeping tablets. They're a sleep aid tablet, but they're, it's an over-the-counter tablet. I think it's like a muscle relaxant. Anyways, it helps me just to go to sleep when I have that much pain. I take a couple of Panadol and 1 or 2 of those and I'm out like a light, and it helps me to stay asleep for the night rather than waking up in absolute agony. The pain is so terrible that it makes you vomit. It's awful. But those tend to knock me around a bit for a couple of days and I don't quite feel myself. So that was Saturday, and then on Sunday I slept. So Saturday night that it came on. Sunday I slept until like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then I got up and I got something to eat, and then I went back to bed and I fell asleep until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which I still had blurred vision and a terrible, terrible headache. So I just went back to bed, which made me feel awful because I wasted all of my day. I only get 2 days in the weekend, and so it's a bit of a wasted day. But then my sleep cycle's all out of whack, so I'm struggling to go to sleep at night. So I was tired getting up this morning. All right, let's blow dry this puppy. Let's blow dry this puppy. You ready? Okie dokie. We should call that good enough dry. It's okay. You're okay. Did you get a fright? Poor little rascal. What you got going on there? Some prickles. Okay, so I call it good enough dry because it's good enough. When you've got a doggy that's a wee bit stressed out, good enough is good enough. He's panting away now. He wasn't panting earlier. It's a bit worked up. It's a pet groom and it's a shave down. Is he a little bit damp? Yes. Is he going to dry in 2 seconds when he hits the sun outside? Yes. Are we really going to achieve that much of a better result if we continue drying him? No. Shave down's a shave down, my friends. Good enough. And it's not a time saving or cutting corners kind of thing. It's just to try and limit the stress on the doggo. And you probably notice I do that quite a bit. Especially on dogs that aren't groomed every 6 weeks and puffed and pampered and don't enjoy being groomed. Good enough is good enough. Isn't it, Roger Roo? And you know, now that hopefully it looks like he might become a regular, 12 weekly regular. Hopefully after a while we'll build up a bit of trust and he might actually enjoy coming to see me. Stranger things have happened. Now don't get mad at me, I didn't put your muzzle back on you. Okay? I didn't put the muzzle on because he's panting and I just want to give him some time to calm down. Catch his breath up. You want to calm down, Roger Roo? Hey. Hey, calm down. Just calm down. You're alright. You are. Promise. I got you. Yes, I do. Did you guys see him startle when the hose moved? So I think that's what his mum was talking about when she was like, his reaction seems to be when something, like when you move too fast. So that makes me sad to think of whatever his past life has been like. Because he just ducked for cover. So I would pick that as being somebody or a dog that's had somebody that either hits them or throws things at them when they're in trouble. Which is sad. When my dog's in trouble, they stand there staring at me with those stupid eyeballs that makes me just go, oh, come here, let me give you a cuddle. Sometimes I tell Jude off and he looks so sad that it makes me sad. Then I feel guilty. Not Alice though, a dachshund Alice, no. If she does something naughty, she does not care. She could not care less. That girl's got a bad attitude. When you tell her off, that's naughty, she just walks away, like whatever. You don't tell me what to do. Come on, come on. You got this, you're gonna be just fine. Excuse me, sir. Let's calm it down. No, no. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Come here. Come on. Stop that. You got somewhere better to be? I bet you do. At home, lounging in the sun. I don't even think our winter was that cold this year. But the heat, it lasted a long time, I think, because of the rain. We don't normally have this much rain in spring. I mean, it has just been such a wet spring and cold. Spring is normally my favorite season in this region because the days are like 22, 24. The sun's out, but it's not that hot, and you can just go and do all of the things. You can clean up the yard without getting sunburnt. It's awesome. This year, no. It rained and rained and rained, and now it's too hot. I did some yard work last weekend, like the previous weekend, and I got sunburnt. I had sunscreen on. I still got sunburnt. And it was hot. Hot, hot, hot. Like sweating your guts out hot. Alright, mister. So that's all looking pretty good. We're going to pop him in the hammock. Look at all that floof. Such a hairy boy. Do I want to pop the muzzle on just in case he's... I reckon we will. Just in cases. Yeah, just this one again. No big deal. That's pretty loose now that you got no floofums. We might tighten it up a little bit because I do plan on peeing him off by manhandling his little leggies against his will. That sounds awful, but that's pretty much what I'm going to do. He has calmed down, although he's started to pant just now because he knows I'm up to no good. And you don't trust me, do you? That's alright. Come here. Don't be a nervous newly. Pop those front legoogies in there. Leave it in. Did you make it weird? No. And this one. There we go. And since you're already rotating that way, we'll just keep going. Boop. Awesome. That's done. Now let's see if I can lift you up, chunker boy. Oh. Oh. There we go. Mum, little chunky boy. Tuck that in there out of the way. Good boy. Now, we'll get this done. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Thank you. You're being a good boy. I know. I know. Hush now. Shh, 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 shh. Shh. I know. I'm sorry. Shh, 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 shh. My phone is on silent but vibrate and I can hear it going off. Good boy, Roger. Good boy. I'm so excited for the next doggy. It's Daisy. She's a golden retriever. I've been grooming her since she was a puppy. Like super regularly. And then I just didn't hear back from them for ages. And I don't like to harass people. So I did send a message after like maybe 3 or 4 months of not hearing back. Like for a new appointment, and I just said, hey guys, been thinking of you, hope everyone's good, let me know if you want to book Daisy in for an appointment. And found out that Daisy was in another state with the owner's daughter, so I don't know why, but anyways, they did that. But then a little while later I got a message saying Daisy's coming home, and if I wanted to book her in for a groom, or if I had space for her, which I didn't, but I made space because it's Daisy. So I'm super excited, although I've been pre-warned that she hasn't really been groomed all that often while she's been away. So golden retrievers can be, like Daisy was in perfect condition. Just the minimum amount of regular shedding. Nothing too bad. A wash, blow dry, a brush out, and a tiny trim of her little floofy floofs, and that was it. And a nail trim, obviously. You know, the regular grooming stuff. And that was it. So I don't know, I'm a bit nervous about what we're going to get today, but I've booked a 3-hour spot. Because when golden retrievers are not clean and tidy, they are a lot of work. They've got very thick coats, takes such a long time to dry them. But I suspect that she will have a ton of shedding, possibly matting, and I really hope I don't have to shave off her butt because she has never had to have her booty shaved. You know how golden retrievers have like that, it's like a lion's mane but on the booty. Anyways, it's always been in perfect condition. I've never even cut at it. That's how perfect. And I'm going to be a bit sad if I have to today, but I suspect I probably will. Just because, well, her daughter's obviously a younger person, and younger people just generally don't realise the needs of the dog straight away until there's a problem. No judgment to young people. I am also a somewhat young person, and I make mistakes all the time. All the time. Every day. Sometimes I question how people let me be an adult. And have 4 kids. Sometimes my kids question how I got to be the adult. Alright, mister. So we're going to try and give these nails a good trim. We know it's going to be 12 weeks before we see him again. So we want to try and make this get through 12 weeks. I hope you guys can see. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. Good boy. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I got you. You got deceiving little nails though. It's okay. It's okay. Roger. Roger. Come on. You're alright, good boy. You're doing a good job, mate. You're not letting me anchor my hands where I want to, though. They're certainly deceiving little nails. I would like to take more off, but I'm not convinced we can. Please don't bleed. I think that's right on the right on the edge. You're doing a good job, Roger. It's okay. Shh. Shh. Take those off. Take those off. It's okay. I know. Sometimes the hammocks actually like make that, it's good because I can just get what I need to done, but the anxiety just gets a lot higher because they lose their control, obviously. I mean, that's kind of the point of it, but yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, those nails are sharp now that they've been cut. I got enough scratches. I had like 4 puppies yesterday. First time grooms on puppies. Ridiculous. And I didn't even know. Most of them were online bookings, just like for regular dog grooming. Yep, cool. I mean, it is regular dog grooming. Then I'm like, oh, how old is this doggy? Like 5 months old. Okay, Rog, need you to calm down for a second there, mate. Good boy. He's got his little fists all balled up, making it hard for me to get those hairs out. Oh, and I have so many, that's like not too bad, but I had so many scratches on me yesterday. And that one keeps getting scratched again. We got 10 minutes and 2 feet left. Oh, chunky boy, chunky boy. It's a chunky boy. All right, don't panic, my boy. I got you. Oh. Whew, he's heavy for a little fella. Yes, you're heavy for a little fella. You big lump of doggy. All right, my love. Excuse me. You've got a hold of all of my arm. Roger. Good boy. I know, mate. Come on. You got this, buddy. You can do it. Good boy, Roger. Good boy. I know, darling. I know. Come on. It's all right. It's okay. You're doing a good job. Such a good job. Calm down. Calm down. Gentle. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Wait, no. We do this together. Relax. Relax, Roger. Come on. Okay. Okay. That was pretty good. It wasn't pretty good, but it's done now. Good boy, Roger. Shh. Oh my, Roger-roo. Come on, calm down. Oh, goodness me. How do you guys even do that movement? Hush now. Shh. 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 Good job, buddy. Good job. Come on, come on. Come here. It's all right. Calm down. I know. It's not very nice. I know. I'm sorry about that. Okay? You're okay, though. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you, buddy. Shh. Shh. He really likes the shushing sound. Don't you? Shh. Ow, Roger. Ow. We don't want to do that. No, sir. Roger. Shh. 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 So when we have, you know, dogs super anxious like this, we're never going to get 100% groom. This goes back to being good enough. Good enough. Good boy, Rog. So when you do a dog like this, I do always say to the owners, like when we first start grooming, it's not going to be a perfect groom. If you're happy with that, I'm willing to try and do as much as I can. And then, so like the order of priority is that you want to get all the matting off. You want to do as much as you can to prevent future matting, so nice and short around the feet, face, and sanitary regions. And you want them to be clean and free from anything gross like urine staining, feces, You want to try and trim their nails because that can really affect them if their nails are overgrown, create sore feet and other problems. You want them to be able to see. And you want something that's going to last, you know, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. 12 weeks is best. No groom's really going to last more than 12 weeks on a big hairy breeder dog. And you want to do a groom that is easy. You're not going to stress the dog out any more than you absolutely have to. So a shave down, no brushing. The least amount of blow drying. And you want to have enough time to take your time and keep the doggy comfortable. Hang on. There we go. Honestly surprised I saved this tail last time. I think because I know the person who, like I really know the person who brought him into me. And sometimes you just want to impress them and try and do as best you can what they've asked for. Alright, buddy. But also I don't know if the tail was that badly matted last time. Who knows? This time it was pretty badly matted. So not worth keeping. There we go. That's one happy little fellow. Well, he's not happy. He will be happy. He'll be happy when he gets to leave. He doesn't have to put up with me. Should I put cologne on? Sorry, you guys are just looking at nothing. I don't know. Someone having cancer treatments? Does your sense of smell get affected? Do you dislike smelling things for no good reason? We'll give him a little poof, just in case, and then they can let me know for next time if they don't want any colognes on. Hang on, I'll take that off in just a second. Hang on. I just want to put your little spray on. The reason why I do like to use the cologne is because it's called a coat gloss. Coat gloss. It does add just a little bit of shine to finish the groom. And I didn't take your muzzle off, Rogie, because I wanted to give you this quick little brush with the muzzle on, just in case, you know, my friend. I love ya, and I'm trusting you. But you know, doggies can be a wee bit unpredictable at times. Get this tiny little bit of hair out of there. Oh, so pretty baby. Because I know it's going to be 12 weeks, I just want to tidy these right up. There we go. There we go. How's that? Now they'll be nice and clean and tidy for you. We'll slow down some of that hair in his face. All right, my darling. Do you reckon we could tidy your muzzle just a little bit better? I think we could. I think you can handle it. Good boy. You're all right, mate. No moving. I know, I'm sorry about that. Come here, come here. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Okay, quick blow dry off. All right, my friends. That's Mr. Roger all If you like that video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Say hi in the comments, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time of day. Bye.